Good morning, Smith Station. I'm Summer Jernigan, and this is PNN. This weekend, you might want to go through your cabinet and get any extra canned goods that you know you aren't going to use for the canned food drive that Student Council is hosting. Shakia Wimberly is with Miranda Bragg, and they will tell us more.
Good morning. Student Council is hosting a canned food drive on October 29th through November 6th. Here's Student Council Representative Miranda Bragg with more information.
Hey y'all, we're hosting a canned food drive, and all the canned foods that you bring will be donated to the City of Smith Station's pantry. And we would like for y'all to bring all the canned foods that you can, and whoever brings the most will win a free breakfast in their first period class.
Thank you. I'm Shakia.
And I'm Miranda.
PNN.
If you're into the Call of Duty series or any other new games, here is the latest video game update with Brooklyn Marshall and Buck Jordan.
Infinity Ward is set to break another world record as they prepare to release their new game Call of Duty Ghost on November 5th. This game comes with many new innovative features and a pre-order exclusive DLC called Freefall. With new dynamic map elements, this is set to be one of the better maps in the series, so be sure to pre-order your copy.
2K and Irrational Games have announced that BioShock Infinite's Burial at Sea Episode 1 DLC will be on the 360, the PlayStation 3, and PC November 12th. The DLC will be $15 or free if you have the BioShock Infinite Season Pass. Burial at Sea Episode 1 has Booker and Elizabeth exploring the city of Rapture the night before it goes downhill and includes new weapons and a new plasmid. Irrational is currently working on Episode 2, which is going to let you play as Elizabeth for the first time.
Xbox will release their next-gen console, the Xbox One, and along with that is a never-before-seen series called Titanfall. This first-person shooter will release in the spring of 2014 and will be an Xbox One exclusive.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. There isn't a set release date yet. Sora will once again be the protagonist of the game. The game will also have Riku, Donald Duck, Goofy, and King Mickey, as well as some other Disney characters. Sora, Donald, and Goofy will attempt to search for 7 Guardians of Light and the key to return hearts.
I'm Buck.
And I'm Doe.
PNN.
Let's find out what happened this week in history with Michaela Bostick.
October 27, 1775, the U.S. Navy forms. 1947, NBC begins broadcasting. October 28, 1922, first coast-to-coast radio broadcast of a football game. 1957, PBS begins broadcasting. October 29, 1811, first Ohio River steamboat travels from Pittsburgh to New Orleans. October 30th, 1970, ABC begins broadcasting. October 31st, in the year 834, All Hallows Eve was observed to honor the saints, which we now know as Halloween. 1913, first coast-to-coast paved highway, and it was dedicated to Lincoln. November 1st, 1946, New York Knicks play their first basketball game against the Toronto Huskies with a 68-66 win. And that's this week in history.
Both Alabama and Auburn played great games last weekend. Jared Dillard is going to cover all of your national sports.
The number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide, once again steamrolled right through an SEC opponent. This week, the victim was Tennessee, and they suffered from Alabama's pass attack mixed with the run game, both reaching over 200 yards. Alabama was up 35-0 before Tennessee managed a field goal in the third quarter. Nick Saban, A.J. McCarron, and the Crimson Tide take a 45-10 win over the Volunteers, an 8-0 record, and most important, a number 1 ranking into their bye week. Down in Jordan-Hare Stadium, the Florida Atlantic Owls met the Auburn Tigers, and the rushing game could not be stopped as 10 players totaled for 422 yards on the ground. Although Nick Marshall went down for the Tigers, so freshman Jeremy Johnson once again filled in, throwing for 2 touchdowns. Auburn is looking sharp as they look toward the last 4 games, all against SEC opponents. First up, Arkansas this week before heading to Tennessee. Then wrapping up the season at home against Georgia and, of course, Alabama in the Iron Bowl. With Georgia on a must-needed bye week to rest up, we turn to SEC upstart Missouri. Although their dreams were dashed when South Carolina came to town. Missouri was up 17-0 entering the fourth quarter, but Connor Shaw took control of the game and was able to send it to not 1 but 2 overtimes. A missed field goal by Missouri in the second overtime sealed the upset for the Gamecocks, 27-24. South Carolina will try to play their way into the SEC championship when they face Mississippi State, while Missouri will look to stay in first place in the SEC East when they play Tennessee. And the Atlanta Falcons' woes continue as their bye week did not help Matt Ryan or the crew. He threw for 265 yards and a touchdown, but also had 4 interceptions. The team could only muster 27 rushing yards, which didn't help. Atlanta lost the lead in the second quarter and never gained it back. The 27-13 loss against the Cardinals dropped the Falcons to 2-5 and put the Falcons in a tough position when it comes to thinking about the playoffs. Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers are on the Falcons' radar for next week. The NBA is back in action, and the Atlanta Hawks are looking for new head coach Mike Budenholzer to make an impact. With Josh Smith now gone and adding Paul Millsap and Elton Brand, the Hawks look to put up consistent numbers and go deep in the playoffs. Meanwhile, the defending champions, the Miami Heat, picked up Greg Oden and Michael Beasley, adding to their already stacked roster. The 2-time defending champions are the favorites to once again win the NBA championship.
Ladies, it's time to pull out your most glamorous dress and your high heels because the Miss Panther Pride pageant is coming up fast. Hannah Richard has more.
Good morning, Smith Station. The Panther Pride's pageant is coming up. This event will be held Tuesday, November 5th, 7 o'clock in the Smith Station Junior High Auditorium. Admission for this event will be $5 for the school age and older. The pageant is open to females 9th through 12th grade. To enter, it's $15 before November 1st and $20 after November 1st. Contestants must compete in formal wear, casual wear, on-stage question, and an opening number. For more information, go see Ms. Cook or Ms. Goodrich. I'm Hannah Richard, PNN.
Tatiana Buffett, our new entertainment anchor, has your new movie release dates and your local places to trick or treat.
Miley Cyrus just released her new song, 23. It is available on iTunes. November 8th, Thor: The Dark World will be coming out in theaters.
To mock, I need your help. But I wish I could trust you. If you did, you'd be the fool I always took you for.
Some believe that before the universe, there was nothing. They're wrong. There was darkness, and it has survived.
What's gonna happen?
I gave you my word. I would return for you.
On November 27th, Disney's Frozen will be released. For those of you Hunger Games fans, Catching Fire set to come out November 22nd. You can pre-order tickets at www.hungergamesexplorers.com.
Let them rally behind that. They're gonna hate her so much they might just kill her for you.
Please just help me get through this trip.
This trip doesn't end when you get back home.
So what do we do?
From now on, your job is to be a distraction so people forget what the real problems are.
Tatiana Buffett, PNN.
Recently, the ROTC had a drill competition. Antonio Reese has more.
So I'm here with Lance Corporal Kyle Tomlin,
PFC Wibble,
Lance Corporal Bowles,
First Lieutenant Phillips.
Okay, guys. I know we had a competition just recently. Could you emphasize that?
Well, we went to U-Follow with a drill meet. Overall, it turned out pretty good. We competed in the armed drill sequence, unarmed drill sequence. male and female color guard sequence, and a series of PT competitions.
So, guys, overall, how do you guys think we did?
I think we did pretty good. We practiced hard. We went out there ready to do what we had to do. I mean, I think we could have done better, but overall, I think we did pretty good.
I think we did good. Like, we went out there and tried our best, and we gave it all, and we brought 3 trophies home, so it's pretty good.
And overall, what experience did you learn from it?
I learned competition is pretty difficult, but if we get out there and kick heels stuff, we can do good.
Tony Reese, PNN.
As you leave the school this afternoon, trick-or-treaters may already be out, so be cautious when you drive. That's a wrap for this week. Have a great day, Smith Station.